Hey guys, welcome to Storytime with Miss Stefanie. I have a special treat for you guys tonight. We are going to read this book, Polar Bear Night by Thompson, pictures by Stephen Savage, and then we are going to make something really cool, okay? So here we go. I want you to be thinking about this sweet little polar bear and what the cub sees. The night is keen and cold. Snug inside her warm den, a polar bear cub wakes. Something in the moonlit stillness quietly beckons. What is it? The little cub leaves her warm, soft mother, so deep asleep. She sets out for the snow and sky and sea and ice, and the moon follows. Quietly, the little cub creeps across the snow, watching, listening. All the others are asleep. She sees the walrus. He is sleeping. She sees the seals. They are all sleeping. She sees the whales. They are swimming while they sleep. Farther and farther the polar bear cub walks, watching, listening. Where is she going? What will she find? The little bear climbs high up on a mountain of snow. There she waits, wondering, and the moon waits with her. Then the stars begin to stir. Over here, stars are softly falling. Over there, too, it's a star shower. The stars are like snowflakes, falling, falling. They light up the snow and the ice. They light up the lapping waves of the sea. They light up the walrus and the seals and the whales. They light up the bear cub's warm, snug den and her soft, sleeping mother. They light up everything the little bear loves, and the little bear shines bright with light, too. One by one, the stars stop falling. Soon they're still again, shining upon the little bear, shining as they sleep. Now the polar bear cub is ready for sleep, too. Look at this. Do we know what this is? It's the aurora borealis. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. She makes her way back through the keen, clear night, and the moon follows. Are you listening too, Max? Max is listening too. Snow and sky and sea and ice and Mother Bear's soft, warm fur. Home. Such a wonderful book, a bedtime story. And it's a great one for this time of year too, because things are getting colder and colder outside. So you guys hold on tight right there, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Okay, we are going to make our own polar bear pictures. See my little fuzzy guy? And I'm going to show you how to make your own aurora borealis. So, things we're going to need to make our picture. We are going to need a piece of black paper. I have a piece of black cardstock here, but you could use black construction paper. If you have some black scratch paper, whatever kind of black paper you have, or it could be dark blue if you want. Then I have some blue construction paper. It's just a scrap because I'm going to tear pieces apart. I have a little bear here that I've cut out. I just went into Google Images and I found a polar bear template that I liked, and I just shrunk it down so he or she would fit on my page, and I just cut it out. I also have a couple cotton balls. Actually, he's so small, we're only going to need one. I have a glue stick. I have a black marker. I have some chalk. Ooh. And then I took a piece of thick white paper. Again, this is cardstock, but you can use any kind of paper that you want. And I just drew sort of a little scribble on it. And this is what we're going to use to make our aurora. But we're going to save that for the very end because it's kind of messy. So we're going to work from the bottom of our page to the top of our page. So I'm going to start with my blue paper. And I'm just going to tear some pieces of my blue paper. And get my glue stick. And I'm going to take my glue. Yes, Maxwell. You can hear Maxwell snuffing over here. He wants to play with the cotton balls. And I'm going to put some ground for my polar bear to walk on. Oh, I didn't stick that down very well, did I? All right, let's get that right on the ground, like that. Maxwell, no, you do not need the cotton balls, buddy. And I'm going to rip off another piece of paper. It doesn't really matter how I rip these. There's no right or wrong way. Oh, look, that kind of made a hill. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to stick that piece there, like that. And it's okay if pieces stick out over the side of your paper because you can always just trim them off when the glue is dry. So totally fine. I'm going to put that down like that and cover it. Look at this cute little hill here. Nice. So what I think I'm going to do, I have my little polar bear. I think I'm going to put him on top of the hill. Like he's looking up like that. So I'm going to put some glue on Mr. Bear. Actually, it was a little girl polar bear cub in the book, but I don't know. I think mine's a little boy cub. So he's going to be on this pile of snow right here. I'm going to stick him down. Okay, like that. And then, this is where it's going to get a little bit messy. I'm going to cover my polar bear with the sticky glue. And then I'm going to take my cotton ball. I'm just going to pull out little chunks of it. And I'm going to stick it down. Because we got to make him fluffy. Oh, fluffy. And that's why I say, it really, depending on how big your polar bear is. I mean, you can make your polar bear ginormous if you want. It's your picture. You can do it however you want. But because mine is so little, he only really needs like just a few tufts of cotton ball. And then with my black marker, I'm going to carefully, I'm going to do a little nose on him. It's kind of hard to see. And then I'm going to do like a little eye. It's hard on the cotton, but it's okay. You can see this sort of has an eye. I'll hold that up. Okay, and he's so fluffy. All right, now we're going to get to a bit of the tricky part. So I have my template here that I made for the aurora, and I have my chalk. So I'm going to put this up in my sky, and it doesn't matter. You can have it this way, you can have it that way, you can have it this way, you can have it upside, however you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way. I think I'm going to put mine here like this. And I'm going to start, I think, with my green chalk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this down and I'm going to color right up against my template. So some of the chalk you can see is getting on the template and some of it is getting on the paper. And then I'm going to brush up. Look at that. See how that makes kind of like a soft little chalky bit. And so now I'm going to continue on. I'm going to add some blue because the aurora is kind of like a rainbow. And I'll show you what I mean. I have some pictures here of different auroras. Aren't those beautiful? And they're all kind of swirly and different colors. So I think I'm going to use a lot of different colors in my different colored chalk. I put some yellow. And again, no right or wrong way. You can have the whole thing one color. You can have it be 2 colors, however you want to do it. Brush, 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 brush. Ooh, I kind of like that that's going around the corner a little bit. Look at that. And I think I'm going to add maybe a little, ooh, I'm going to add a little purple in this little corner. Like that. Nice. Oh, maybe some pink. It's fun to do all the colors. I'm just going to keep brushing it out like that. Do some more green. Curve right over that bit. And it's up to you how you cut out your wavy shape, your wavy template. It can have a lot of bumpy swirls. It can kind of be more straight across. It's up to you. That's the fun part. Let's see. We'll do a little more yellow. Don't have enough yellow here. Like that. Now, when I take this away, oh, see that? And then I'm just going to brush the whole thing to kind of give it that hazy look. Like that. Look at that. And I think I'm going to do one tiny little one here, but I'm going to use a different part of my template. Actually, yeah, I'm going to sort of tip it a little bit so it looks a little different. That way I've got another one. Oh, broke my chalk. It's okay. I'll do a little bit of green. Ooh, that's a lot of green. That's okay. And a little bit of the pink. Oh, and I broke the chalk again. That's okay. All right, so now I have like just a little second wave of an aurora. And I may want that to come down a little bit. Maybe I'll put that, I'll come down a little bit off of this side so it completes the wave. At least it does in my head. There we go. All right, look. And now we have our little polar bear cub. And he's looking at the aurora. Look at that. Very cool. So thank you guys for doing an extra special story time with Miss Stefanie today. Easy, easy. You guys are going to have so much fun with this. You can always pause the video if you need to go find materials, or you can try this later. Super easy, super fun, and such a great activity to go with our book, Polar Bear Night. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you next time.